working the duties down there, Crypto.com Arena. The Lakers have now won 3 in a row, 5 of 6. They needed a balanced effort tonight and pace, especially against this Heat team. 6 Lakers in double figures, 3 players with 25 or more. You had a triple-double from Luka, 15 threes, 33 assists, only 12 turnovers. Big game, and they shot over 50% again.
I think that was the key, Gita. They spread the love around. You mentioned 33 assists, only 12 turnovers, and all 5 starters in double figures. And then Jake coming off the bench. I thought he was very important coming off the bench. Did a good job of, not being distracted by Miami's, offense, the way they passed the ball, the way they moved. They did a pretty good job on the main player. So a good night tonight at home before they go to Portland, and did what they're supposed to do at home.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes styles make fights, and, you're playing against a team that plays with the pace that the Miami Heat play with. You can't avoid the additional possessions in those types of games sometimes. And so for the Lakers to only turn the ball over 12 times, even though the pace was what it was throughout the course of this game, it's impressive that they were able to do that, to score the ball, to get shots on goal as opposed to turning the basketball over. I know Luka and Austin wish they percentage-wise would have shot the ball better. But I forgot to think about something before this game. Like the first game back home after a week-long road trip is always a little tough. A few stops out on the road, you come back to L.A., it's just a bit of an adjustment, slight. And it just impacts your body clock a little bit. And so we'll see if they can bounce back against the Blazers tomorrow night as far as their shooting. But overall, good night, got the win. See if you can get one on the road now.
All about getting the win for sure. Luka with his 83rd triple-double with 29 points, 11 rebounds, and 10 assists. And he had mentioned to Mike there that they left a lot of shots out there. I mean, Luka was just 1 for 11 from 3, but another great performance. With the ball in his hands, good things happen. Bottom line.
Without question, as you take a look at the most triple-doubles, 27 and younger, Luka's right there. The big O, still 150.
Come on.
That's crazy. But, yeah, Guido, I think the more and more that Luka gets to play with his teammates, it's just the better it's going to get, the more automatic he's going to be with them as far as understanding their tendencies and still able to, do what he does offensively. It's just going to get better as he continues to play with his teammates.
Offensively, I think for Luka, I thought in the first half he passed up on some shots. How many field goal attempts did he have in the second half? I feel like only 6 attempts. I think in the first half he was 6 for 16, and then 3 for 6 in the second half. You saw the Miami Heat make the adjustment. They were putting 2 on the ball when he got anywhere near the paint, and then they went to kind of the matchup zone that also kind of stalled the Lakers out at times on the offensive end. But his ability to make plays for other people will always stress the defense. And so then when you have all 5 starters in double figures, Jake LaRavia coming off the bench in double figures, like multiple guys that can make the defense pay for loading up to Luka. I don't know. This was the first night I started to think about how many different lineups the Lakers can play when LeBron is back and healthy. And the different effective type of groups that they can have. Offensively, great groups, versatile, scoring, and then also defensively, they can put some good, versatile groups out on the floor as well.
On a night when it wasn't easy for AR and Luka, even though they combined for 55 points and 21 assists, the game ball probably goes to Jake LaRavia because you're going to need to have that performance from a third guy. Rui was great. Marcus Smart gave you something. Jackson Hayes was awesome. We'll talk about all those guys. But Jake LaRavia, guys, continues that hot streak that he is on. These are his last 3 games. He's averaging just under 22%, but it's the efficiency, guys, 78%. He did it tonight on just 13 shots. He was 10 of 13, shooting 67% from 3. But he's also doing the other things, as you see, the steals, the rebounds, the effort on defense, James. He is fitting in perfectly, and Luka talked about it with Mike Trudell. He said he's just getting better every single game, and you're seeing it. The confidence, also being aggressive, and he fits.
Only 1 turnover, too, Geeter. He's very capable, very deliberate, very patient. At the same time, he has a lot of strength to his game as well. Doesn't make a lot of mistakes, puts himself in the right spots, not afraid to pull the trigger when he has to, and just very smart player. Doesn't try to overdo anything. Uses his, his abilities, his size, and he gets the job done.
Yeah, his game fits really well, as you said, Geets, with this roster. He's capable of doing things off the dribble, but with the Lakers, he won't have to. Everything he needs to get done can happen with 1 to 3 dribbles max. And so that's going to really bode well for him. Again, Luka and Austin being healthy, when they're both in the lineup, I think tonight, out of the 33 assists, the two of those guys had 21 of the 33 assists. And so you're just going to be able to finish plays when those guys are on the floor. And then again, if you start to think about the additional decision-making of LeBron next to Luka, next to Austin, I think LaRavia and other guys can continue to be efficient offensively, and that's a really good sign for the team.
Fish, how impressive have you been with his bag? I mean, when he first came here, we talked a lot about his shooting, and he does have a quick release, and he can hit the 3-ball, but you're seeing him run the lane a lot. He's getting some fast break points. He's also finishing around the basket, and he's been in trouble late in the shot clock and been able to find a way to get a bucket as well in these last few games.
Yeah, I mean, I got a chance to see LaRavia a little bit at Wake Forest. And so going into the draft, his draft year, which I think was 2022, I liked his versatility then. Not a well-known guy. His name didn't pop off the charts, but he definitely has a bag that's larger than most people think. But smart young players in this league understand I don't need to open my bag up as wide as other people. I can get things done only using 1 to 2 of my tools when I'm playing next to some of the greatest offensive players in the game today. And then I only need to pull my extra tools out as need. And he's doing a good job of it so far. Big
Game, you and I have been together a long time, so I know when you look at that box score, you see the 25, but your eyes go to the 8 rebounds, the 3 assists, and the 4 steals.
Yeah, he's definitely not one-dimensional. He gives you what you need in just about any category. He can pass, he can shoot, you can rebound. He adapts to whatever the lineup is. Defensively, I like his effort there as well. So I do love the versatility, and, I think as the season continues, he's only going to get better the more time he gets on the floor with different players. And so, yeah, he's a nice pickup, and so far he's proven that he's beneficial.
All right, well, let's get you to the highlights. No DeAndre Ayton tonight. Back spasm kept him out of the game, so Jackson Hayes, insert him right into the starting lineup early first. Marcus Smart doing what he does best, the steal, making things happen. Rui with the early dunk, and it's a 5-0 lead. Luka coming up the floor. Going to feel that contact. Off balance. Gets the crazy shot to fall. 7-0 Laker lead. Lakers in the pick and roll, James. It's Austin Reaves. It's Jackson Hayes. Throw it down.
Ayton out. Jackson Hayes come in the game and does exactly what he does. Nice pick and roll, but he rolls with authority and gets a nice bucket.
This could be in our top plays at the end of the week. Look at that pass, cross court, on a dime to Rui Fish for the catch and shoot 3.
Yeah, that's the one you have to shoot. You'll get ridiculed pretty good in the locker room if you don't shoot that one. Rui knocks down the 3 from the corner.
What else can he do for your big game? Catch a pass from behind the back of Austin Reaves over the shoulder.
Yeah, didn't know he had that in his bag. But nice little pass by Reaves. Got in trouble there. Nice outlet to Hayes for the tree.
Bam. Adebayo. Jackson Hayes. AR says we can do one better. I'm going to throw it up real high. Lakers rebound. Bronny keeps it alive. And look at this pass. The deep outlet. Oh, Bill Walton right there.
Yeah,
Wes
Bill
Unseld,
Walton.
big game.
Wes Unseld, Kevin Love, LeBron James.
Yeah, LeBron's pretty good at it too, huh? Jake LaRavia, there's the quick catch and shoot. Lakers back up 8. James, cool moment here. Bronny's first points of the year, and it comes on an alley-oop, little lob to Bronny.
Yeah, you've seen that from his dad before getting out on the break. Nice alley-oop, but nice pass from Austin Reaves. On time, on target.
How about Hawkes Jr.? 35 minutes, 11 of 16, 31 points, got to the line 13 times the former Bruin out of Camarillo High School. How about that finish, too? Austin, little shake and bake. Goes with the left hand. Laker turnover. Fish, you got to love the relentless style of Marcus Smart. Come from behind, chase down roof.
Yeah, not as big time of a block as LeBron in the finals in 2016
not
when
as
he played
big,
for the Cavs, but
pretty nice for the moment.
Yes, indeed. Great block.
We're going to show this play, James. Luka, Marcus, Jackson.
This goes to show you the intellect that Smart brings to the team. Nice pass over. Luka out to Marcus. Smart showing some range from behind the arc, Geeter.
Now Luka's coming up the floor, and Fish, he's just going to have some space and stop right in front of Bam.
Yeah, that's where you don't have to be the fastest one down the floor, man. Set your guy up, take your time, and then again, Luka, defense to offense, gets to lay in, wants to foul on Wiggins, doesn't get it. Lakers up.
Jake LaRavia gets that defender off him with a little fake pass. Hits the three. 77-63 going into halftime. James will have another lob here. 7 for 7 from Hayes.
Yeah, it takes a lot of talent for Hayes to gather that one and put it in the hole before he comes to the floor. Nice three ball.
Jaquez in the lane. Jackson Hayes, the deflection. Not going to give up on it. AR, going to finish.
That was a great play by Jackson Hayes. Gets the deflection, chases it down, steal, and then good timing and good pass to Austin there for the finish.
We talked about Miami from that style that they play, pushing. Larson, Jaquez gets behind the defense, touchdown. But Luka loves the matchup with Bam. Gonna cook. Right by him to the cup. James, you like that crossover?
It's just the handling of the basketball on a mismatch. Easy money for Luka. Nice pass out to Dalton Connect, and he connected.
Drew Smith. Lakers lead 102-98. It was an 8-0 run for the Heat. So get ready for a big fourth quarter here. Jaquez, nobody touches him. Jovic, Khalil Ware, J.J. Redick, timeout, and he is not happy, Fish.
Yeah, he was not happy at all. J.J. fiery on the inside, normally pretty good with containing his emotion, but very upset. But his team responded coming out of that timeout.
Look at this again, Fish.
Yes, sir. Left hand, Jake LaRavia. Strong finish.
And big game. Bronny into the lane. Kick it to Marcus Smart. Talk a little smack. Get a technical, but that's okay. He's going to miss the free throw.
Yeah, but one of the advantages of Bronny James is his ability to get into the paint and kick out for the shot. Austin Reaves with a little curly nail move.
Only up 4 at that point. Big bucket.
Those of you know who Curly Neal is.
Curly Neal. Globetrotters. Push the pace. Catch and hammer. Fish. 118-110. Gotta love that fast break.
Yeah, great job running, getting out ahead of the basketball. And then Austin again. Nice pass over the top. And you see the passion and competitive spirit from Jackson Hayes.
Yeah, Lakers are feeling it now. 19 fast break points. Luka gets the triple-double on that rebound. Luka set that short 17 mark, gets a little bump, wants the call, doesn't get it, leads at 10. Luka drives, LaRavia gathers, finishes, 12-point lead. Oh, that's nice. Stay with it, James, always.
Yeah, avoided the block. Got a little offensive rebound. Moses Malone. Get an offensive rebound, your own shot, put it back in.
Dagger 3 with 1:41 left. Puts the Lakers up 11 for good. AR with the bucket. AR finished with 26 points. on 9 of 22. He was 4 of 14 from 3. Only got to the line 5 times, but he did have 11 assists. Luka led the way with his 83rd triple-double, 29, 11, and 10. Jake LaRavia off the bench, 25 points, 8 rebounds, and 4 steals. The Lakers, 14 steals in this game to Miami's 7.
Details of it, just said you guys spoke about kind of him, tell him to be himself or something, but
yeah, we talk every day, so yeah. It wasn't. I don't think that was a abnormal conversation or anything like that. But he was great. For us to have 33 assists and 6 guys in double figures, they're really the easiest way. They're a team that makes you pass the ball because they simultaneously paint swarm with 3 or 4 weak side defenders, and they help off the strong side corner. We missed at least 4, if not more, wide open strong side corner threes on drives. Didn't like the way we started offensively in the third quarter. Just didn't put any pressure on the paint. Called that timeout. I think the next 3 or 4 possessions, AR and Luka were really aggressive in getting in the paint, and that got our offense, going again. But Jake was just another great game from him. He's allowing the game to come to him. He's comfortable with the off-ball stuff and the cutting and just reading the game right now, and not surprised that he's found a level of comfort, just from coaching against him last year, watching him play when he did play his first couple years. He's got a knack for the game. He does. He just knows how to play. He's solid in a number of areas, and I think he's a great compliment to our main guys, and he's starring in his own way right now, which is awesome.
After the Memphis game, Luka said there was probably 4 or 5 shots he could have been a little more disciplined on. Tonight he goes 1 for 11 from 3. Was that a result of shots that maybe you could have had a better shot selection on? And then just overall, you've mentioned this before, he plays with joy. Like, because it is a game, what's your tolerance for those type of shots?
Yeah, I didn't off the top of my head, I don't remember there being like a bad, a couple of them were end of shot clock trying to, get a basket or a ball on the basket and touch the rim, like one of AR's as well. So I think when you're a primary guy, you're naturally going to take some of those. I didn't think any of the other ones were bad shots. He just, maybe, I don't know, just an off night shooting the ball, but he's got a triple-double on an off night, so not bad.
Kind of 2 for you. Your 2 best offensive players missed, I think, 26 combined shots on a night when you still shot 50% from the field. What is it about? Is that gravity? Is it their playmaking for others? What kind of allowed the offense to still function, even though those guys weren't putting the ball in the basket at the same level of efficiency that this team's been accustomed to?
Yeah, I think it was a number of factors. We did a nice job of winning the possession battle, so we were able to get out and transition. From the first half, we did a great job on the defensive glass and held them to a low amount of offensive rebounds and got them to turn the ball over a little bit. So we were able to score in transition and score in early offense. Jackson did a great job throughout the game of getting behind the defense and rolling. Jake got some putbacks. So I think the sort of the loose change we were able to get offensively tonight, and we've had some of that, recently in some of these games as well. I thought the Minnesota game at Minnesota, we won that game because of our effort offense. So that's pleasing. And then again, I think it goes back just to the way Miami defends and their emphasis on playing help defense. And it's there's shift presentation and there's a shift that's like literally trying to stop the basketball and create a turnover. And that's kind of how they do it. The only thing is, we in our walkthrough at 3 hours before the game, the only thing we did offensively, we installed a play and we went over our zone offense, and I didn't think we were as organized as we should be in our zone offense. And I'll take some blame for that, but that was my only gripe really with the offense tonight.
And then when talking about Jake, earlier, you said like he just knows how to play basketball, and that seems sort of base, but I know for coaches, like that's a pretty high compliment. What does it have, like having players like that?
It's simple stuff. It's a change of possession and him surveying the floor and figuring out what should my running pattern be here. Should I go put pressure on the rim, which he did tonight? Should I go space for a three, which he did tonight? Had 2 cuts to the basket. One was an ATO and one was just playing basketball. He had a face cut on Hawkes. Like he just has a really good feel. His knack for the basketball as a defender, his knack for the basketball as a rebounder. He just has a real intuitive feel for the game.
Reminder next up for the Lakers tomorrow night against the Blazers. They've won 3 in a row as well. The game is at 7, and we'll be here at 6 for pregame coverage. And as always, postgame once it's final. That's tomorrow night against the Blazers at 7. Unfortunately, Luka Doncic did not drop 40 tonight, but he did mess around and drop a triple-double. Plenty more reaction from the Lakers win over the Heat when we return.